Hey, this is Mr. Turk. I'm going to walk you through how to set up some meetings that recur on your calendar so that your students can meet with you during your classes remotely. It's pretty easy. You're going to go to Teams, and in Teams, on the left-hand side, you're going to click on the calendar icon. And it's always going to go to your current, day on the calendar. So today is August 5th and it's 4 in the afternoon. And usually it's easy to just go to when you want to set up your meeting. So like if we go over here to these little arrows, we can click on go to next week and we can kind of cycle through the weeks. If you scroll up, that's scrolling up in time. You can see the time is on the left-hand side here. And I've got all of my classes already set up. So what I'm going to set up is we have collaboration every Monday. So I'm going to set up a recurring meeting for collaboration. So I'm going to click on the calendar in an empty space. And when I do that, you're going to see this screen. Okay. So in this screen, I can start out by giving my meeting a title. So we're going to call it collaboration, right? I can add required attendees here if like there's a group of teachers I want to meet with every Monday. Or like, let's say this is your class, you can add your students. You do have to manually type each and every single student's name. So what you might want to do at the start of the year, if you're setting up your classes, you might want to wait like a week or two until classes get going, and then you can add all the names once people stop shifting around and their schedules are pretty set. The button on the right here that says optional just means that these attendees are, encouraged to attend but not required to attend. And you can add those if you want. And then you can change the time. And if you've ever used a calendar app before, like Google Calendar, this is all pretty self-explanatory. So like if I wanted to change this from, 2 p.m. to 1:55 p.m., and then I'll hit the tab key here. I could make it start at 1:55 and have it go to 3:15 p.m. Okay. So again, all pretty self-explanatory. You can also click on these drop-down menus, and of course, you can pick a time from the menu. So now, we're going to click on the next section, which is the repeat or the series section. If we want this meeting to happen every Monday on Monday, right? Or let's say you're setting up your classes and your class meets at like Monday and Thursday, right? You would use this feature. So click on the drop-down menu and go down to custom. If you want it just every week on Monday, you could leave it on weekly, but let's say you want it to repeat for 2 random days in the week. So click on custom. And in here, you can set the start date and we can change how often it repeats. So let's say we wanted to repeat Mondays and Thursdays. We can click on day and we can change it to repeat every week on Monday, and we can click on Thursday to make it repeat on Thursdays. And to add days, we just click on them or click on them again to deselect them. And then you can also pick an end date for the cycle. So if you click here and you want it to stop repeating this event for the semester, you could. Our semester probably ends on December 19th, so you can make it stop on December 19th. And then you can click save. So it's going to occur every single Monday. And then I want to post this to the channel that I want notified of this meeting. So there's a GHS teachers channel. So I could click on GHS teachers and then click on general here. Okay. And all this means is it's a meeting that's a part of a team. And you have to do this if you want certain things to show up in the meeting settings. You can't change the meeting settings right now for some weird reason. You can add a location if like it's a different room that you want to meet in, or this were like real life instead of the pandemic. And then you can add details for the meeting, like, this is Monday collab, right? And any other info you want your attendees to know. At the very top of the screen is the option to switch to the scheduling assistant. If you click on that, this just changes the layout to like, this kind of grid layout, and you can click and drag to kind of move stuff around if you want. Again, this is for advanced users that want more control over timing and placement of things. You can also click and drag and move it around to adjust the time and details. So we're happy with our meeting. It's posting to a channel. Again, I can also require attendees to make it show up the meeting settings. So now I'm going to click send. Okay. And it's probably going to take a little while for this meeting to send out to that team. If I check that team, so let's go to GHS teachers. You can see the little notification at the bottom here. So anybody in this team could see that, and they could click on that, and they could add that to their calendar. So again, you just click on the notification. And then in the upper left hand here where it says cancel meeting, I can cancel the meeting because I'm the organizer. But somebody who's in that team, if they're just a part of that team, they would see add to my calendar, and you just click add to my calendar. So we're going to close this, okay, and just go back to the calendar. And again, navigating back to the calendar is as easy as clicking on the calendar icon. And then again, the arrows navigate through your weeks, and you can scroll up to see earlier times in the day, just to review. So that meeting invite has loaded. We can see a little icon that says it's posted to a Teams channel. We can see a little icon that says, hey, this event recurs. So now what we're going to do is we're going to click on that meeting again. And this is kind of the most important part. This is where you're going to, let's say you want to edit the series, like you want to change the message that goes out, or you want to change the time in all of the series. To edit all of the recurrences in a series, you need to click on this little button that says View Series. If I would just change the time of this event to, let's say we change it to, 2:30, right? And I click Send Update, right? So now this collab has changed, okay? It's changed to 2:30, right? And all the other events in that series, as I click through all of these, they haven't changed at all, okay? So you got to be mindful of that. You need to edit the whole series, all right? So we're going to find that event again. I don't even know where it went. To edit the whole series, click on the event in the series, and then make sure you click on View Series. So click on View Series. And now if I change the time, it's going to update all of the recurring events. So hopefully that makes sense. The next thing you need to do is you need to change the meeting options for participants. So click on Meeting Options. And Meeting Options is right next to the time zone at the top. I don't know why it's there and not at the top menu here, but click on Meeting Options. It's going to open up this separate window, and this is all going to change in like 2 days. You can set who can bypass the lobby to everyone that joins the meeting or just people in my organization. And then what you really want to make sure you do is change who can present from everyone to only me. If you don't change this, then anybody that joins that meeting and bypasses that lobby can suddenly be a presenter. They can mute participants. They can take over a presentation and like close your presentation. Be careful. You don't want to give students that permission. You want to make sure that only you are the presenter. Click Save. And then it doesn't take you back to the other window. You're just going to have to close this tab. And yeah, make sure you do that when you're editing the series. And you can click Close. And then, yeah, that's it. If you ever want to delete a meeting that's recurring, click on that meeting. And then at the very top, if you're the organizer, click on Cancel Meeting. And then you can cancel a single occurrence. Like say there's a holiday and you don't need to meet on Monday. You can cancel that single occurrence right there. Or click Cancel Series to cancel the whole series. And you can send out a little note on that. Okay.